Welcome to the first ever Betracingnation Breeders' Cup watch-along show. Joining us tonight, I have an esteemed panel. They will mix and match throughout the evening. Chaps, if you want to introduce yourselves, and I'm going to ask you to give your nap of the evening as well, with a little bit of description as to why it's going to win. Starting with my man on my right, Marcus.
For me, it's all about Tornado.
Really?
Yeah.
Short enough, do we think?
I think it's about a 7-4 chance.
Far too short.
There's some
He's gone out to freeze now, hasn't he?
There's some good bets on the card. I'm just trying to see what myself is. There's some good bets on the card, but I think it's a versatile sort.
Really?
Well drawn.
Tornado?
Yeah. I think it's a good bet, to be honest.
I thought you might be going for something a little bit juicier value-wise, but fair enough.
Well, the thing with Tornado, he's got the other British entrants inside him, so if the Americans go a bit quick up front, he'll be able to lead up with it.
It's going to get stock into the race, isn't it?
He needs to break well. If he doesn't break well, then it's game over.
I personally think that if he doesn't break well, I think the first 2 furlongs are going to make or break his chances.
So would you look at an in-running play, possibly?
Yeah, well, I think
Marcus?
that if he's in running, right, if he's handy, I'd probably say he's about 74 chance, 64 chance.
Okay.
I think Richard will stalk all the way around. It's a chance he gets a clean run. I don't think it's a strong race.
Fair enough.
Obviously,
I do. I think it's a really strong race.
You've obviously opposed it.
Yeah. Anyone who follows me on Twitter knows I can't have Tornado at all.
Excellent. Well, what are you having tonight, Gary? What do you really fancy?
Flintshire wins the turf.
Yeah, Flintshire does win the turf.
All the way. I've been convinced about Flintshire, turning track, fast ground. It's what he wants.
And the French runs, you're not too worried about those?
I think his French runs have all been fine. If you think they're in slowly run races on ground that's not right, and think, to be fair, if Trev hadn't been as revved up as she was, he was the ready winner of the Arc.
I don't know that. I think
it's quite a bold jump.
I can understand why a lot of people say he's flattered to deceive. I think he's just a one-dimensional horse. He needs fast ground.
Let's put the cards on the table.
Gary, I'll give you 10 to 1, okay?
Let's put the cards on the table, boys.
I already got 14, so I need to worry about
would there honestly been anything else in this race that would have even laid up with him in the Arc?
I don't think so. I don't think Telescope would.
No, not a chance.
So
Telescope will have the ground, but he's not going to be.
Imagine main sequence. Imagine the sequence.
Let's put it out there and get some people, and get the Americans that are watching us, get them wild up.
Yeah.
None of the Americans.
You don't think they come close?
The American horses are claimers, aren't they? Basically, main sequence is next English horse.
That may be a bit harsh, but
it's not harsh. You look at that
main sequence could have won a listed race.
Watches of an outside.
It had the Camelot form as well.
Differences with main sequence out there now is that he's been able to use medication.
Yeah,
and he was an unhappy horse in this country,
which is something we'll talk about a little bit later on. Actually, I'm really interested to get your views.
Better go to Scott, haven't we? To be fair, I nearly took out his thunder.
Go on, Scott. Let's have your nap of the evening.
Well, I was looking at Tornado initially when I got him at the 72 mark, but now it's not the nap. But I definitely go with Dank. I mean, I know my man here doesn't necessarily agree with me, but she does go well fresh. She was, some say, disappointing last time out at Ascot, and
I think she had an injury, didn't she? So that's
in theory that was muted to be the case, but before that she finished third as well. When she was beaten, she wasn't given too hard a time, but if you look at her run last year, she can go from the front, she can be held up, she can be dropped in, whatever way you look at it. She had to make the running last year and it wasn't ideal. Ryan Moore got to the front, stacked them up, and away she went. Whether that will be the same situation again tonight, I don't know, but I'm certain she's going to win.
Sure. I don't think she's any value.
I don't think she's value. I think so. Touch wood at the moment. We're thinking the Europeans or UK horses
are going to run riot.
Are going to have 3 winners, aren't they? At least.
Yeah.
I like your confidence. I'm actually going to say, guys, I had £5 to place on one of your horses.
Dank.
Who's made the most compelling argument so far?
It's got to be me. Dank won it last year.
I'm impressed with your argument, but I'm leaning towards it's going to be Gary and Flintshire. So Gary, that's where my £5 is going.
Well,
so
I
there
think Flintshire will win anyway. So that's
Scott's with us anyway.
I think Stephanie's Kitten's the one to be on in that race. I thought she was unlucky 2 runs back. Should have won. Given a terrible ride.
You just like the name.
I think he does.
Not the worst way of thinking.
There's 3 or 4 kittens running, isn't there? There's Bobby's kitten, Stephanie's kitten, and something else.
I think last time she was impressive. 2 runs back, she was given an awful ride.
Yeah.
Terrible ride.
And who was the jockey in the plate that day?
We're not having any Frankie bashing.
Yeah, your man Frankie.
There's no need for Frankie bashing.
Hey, I'm not bashing. I'm just pointing out merely that he was the jockey in the plate and he was probably caught off guard, should we say, that day?
Well, you won't get that with Johnny Velasquez anyway, so...
he's a top jockey, isn't he?
He's well, for
Well, he
me,
knows
he's
the
the best
track.
one.
No, I mean, he'll know. I mean,
To
he's
be
got
fair to
experience,
Frankie
hasn't he?
in that race, though, he did look like he was following just a judge and picked the wrong one to follow, possibly.
Yeah, he
But
was following
if he was
just the
taking a
judge that
stalking
night.
role.
And she didn't bring him into the race as much as he thought. So I think Stephanie's getting the problem with her. She the races I've seen her run in America, she flatters to deceive a lot.
But
That's my issue.
The
I
last
thought she
time
done it
out,
well last time.
Yeah, she did, but I don't think
last time
she's not
out-
good
This is
enough.
a better quality race. She's got to do it against the Euros.
We'll find out soon enough.
I know,
Yeah, we will,
But
boys.
last time out with Stephanie's kitten, we were watching, weren't we, earlier, Marcus?
Yeah.
And we preferred that forward running
Yeah,
motion, not
tactics.
front running, but
It's
behind
like she was-
those opening group.
She looked like a European horse the way that she quickened.
At the moment, we're full of optimism for the Europeans, but last night we didn't get much success, did we?
We
So
haven't
we've got to
lost
get a
any
win,
money
haven't we?
yet, so
Yeah,
that's
but
probably
with,
why.
with all respect, they're proper European horses today. No
I thought
disrespect
they
to
were
any
proper
of the
European
other.
horses last
Fancy
night, to
anything
be
else?
fair.
Like Secret Gesture, too many chances. I think she's out of her depth a wee bit.
She might
I
be out
don't
of her
think she's out of her depth, but I don't think she's good enough to win, to be honest.
I wouldn't be surprised at the if Fiesalana showed up really well. I think she
Yeah.
I think she wants this trip.
Chances. Definitely got a chance.
So, like I say, we could get the first four. So if
We
you're going to do the exotic bets tonight, which is what the Americans like, box of all.
Fours and fives, and yeah.
I think a Team Goliath will be in order later, possibly.
Well, those Goliaths, they're ridiculous. They're Mr. Elders.
Well, a lucky
Nice.
15. A lucky 15.
Nothing
We can, there's 4 of us here just
there
now,
you
and
go.
then we can
Yeah.
add to it when the other guys come.
We certainly
it.
will have a little think.
I suppose we should cover the races, shouldn't we? In order.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Have a little look.
Why not? Why not? So we are going to go through the card this evening, guys, with you at home. We're going to watch along and hopefully pick out some winners as we go. So, should we start at the beginning then?
Yeah, we'll start at the start, yeah. It's probably for the best.
I think Scott's got a strong opinion on this, hasn't he?
Why don't we look at the 625? Because we're going to do that one anyway.
625. That's not a non-Breeders' Cup race, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that's what we're talking about.
705, I think.
It's
we'll be
705.
looking for,
We can have a look at the 625.
Yeah.
Marcus can have a look at the 625.
If it's a winner, I don't care.
This is a good one. You fancy? Is it Angela Rennie?
Angela Rennie, I mean,
Oh, Scott's gone for the favourite.
well, it is a favourite and for a good reason. I'll cough as well. She was ahead a couple of these last time out over the same course, over course and distance. It was a Group 1, perhaps not the best Group 1. A lot of them were saying at the time that she got first run on a few of them in the race, but if you look at it, pretty much all the way until the final half furlong, she was hard held. I saw an interview with Todd Pletcher a few days back there, and he was. I wouldn't say he was raving about her, but he was definitely confident that she was.
So he wasn't raving about it, but he was confident. How confident was he? Cagey?
Well, what you normally get with some of the Americans there, for instance, Wesley Ward, he's really bullish about his horses a lot of the time. Todd Pletcher, perhaps slightly more restrained, but I get an underlying feeling that he'll be disappointed if she doesn't go extra. I'll be disappointed, or he'll be disappointed if she doesn't win, I think. I think she's got every chance, perhaps a bit short in the betting, but she'll take a hell of a beating. I don't think anything can